My Lords, there's direct deterrence and extended deterrence. And the Noble Lord Trev Khan's opening speech spoke about the credibility and the credibility challenge that arises when states question the reliability of a defender's commitment to protect allies, impacting extended deterrence. And the UK's continuous at-sea deterrent, the CSD, has kept a nuclear-armed submarine patrolling undetected since 1969 to deter aggression. And the nuclear policy in 2024 maintains a minimum credible and independent deterrent only used in extreme self-defense and authorized solely by the Prime Minister. And the previous Conservative government in 2023 updated and prioritized an integrated multi-domain deterrence strategy to counter state and transnational threats with NATO as central. UK's nuclear deterrent pledge to NATO's defence would be used only in extreme self-defence. And the Labour government has affirmed NATO as a core to European and global security and committed to a new UK-EU security pact and improved defence ties with France, with Germany, and the joint expeditionary force partners. And the current government pledges an absolute support for the UK's nuclear deterrent, including a triple lock commitment to 4 nuclear submarines, continuous at-sea deterrence, and future upgrades. Could the Noble Lord the Minister confirm all this? And the Foreign Secretary, David Lammy, and Defence Secretary John Healey highlighted NATO's role against Russia's aggression and reinforced nuclear defence capabilities only in July this year. Engaging with the moral implications of deterrent policy can lead to responsible decisions regarding the UK's nuclear arsenal, and effective deterrence requires understanding an aggressor's complex motivations and perceptions. And there are 2 strategies: deterrence by denial, which seeks to make aggression infeasible and relies on military presence, and deterrence by punishment, which threatens severe consequences but may be perceived as less credible. And historical evidence suggests that denial strategies are generally more reliable than punishment strategies, as they provide clearer signals of intent and capability to potential aggressors. And the United States used deterrence effectively in Europe during the Cold War, leveraging its presence to complicate aggressors' calculations and act as a tripwire. And combining deterrent threats with reassurance is crucial to avoiding provoking aggression, as seen with the US strategies towards North Korea. And success in deterrence requires clear communication of what's being deterred and the actions that will follow if ignored. NATO, of course, has now been hugely strengthened, with Finland and Sweden joining. And at the Madrid summit in 2022, NATO identified Russia as the most significant threat to Euro-Atlantic security and terrorism as a direct asymmetric threat. 23 NATO allies are projected to meet or exceed the 2% of GDP spending on defence, compared to only 3 allies in 2014, which is very good news. And collective defence, of course, is at the heart of the alliance set out in Article 5 of the North Atlantic Treaty, which is a huge deterrence in itself. The purpose of nuclear deterrence, of course, we must continue to remember, is to preserve peace, prevent coercion, and deter aggression. And collaboration is key to this, in the way in which we collaborate with the United States, France on nuclear deterrence, ensuring cost-effective operations. And our independent nuclear deterrence supports thousands of jobs nationwide. I'm a proud honorary group captain in 601 Squadron of the RAF. And the but here is that the Defence Secretary has expressed concerns that our armed forces are unprepared for war, emphasising the need for improved deterrent capabilities against future aggression. And, of course, the outsourcing of recruits has meant that only 10% of applicants successfully joined the British Armed Force in 2023. That's got to change. Would the Noble Lord the Minister agree with this? So, my Lords, I conclude with this. I'm a member of the Great Campaign Advisory Board, and we in the UK have the strongest combination of hard and soft power, which gives us great global influence. And having our strong nuclear deterrent is a huge element that gives us this combination of hard and soft power.